And you know what?
Give me a percentage.
And who
Your personal
and who made the
professional
call?
experience.
Very small.
And who made the call?
As far as telling them.
Like, who wanted to investigate their spouse?
So we have, you know, I think it's 60-40. It's turning more 70-30 now, where we have 70 female, 30 male.
Absolutely.
But you know what? A lot of times when we tell them good news, they're kind of disappointed.
Really?
Yeah,
They paid
are.
money to know the dirt.
Like,
Right.
you sold me a bag of junk.
Do
Well-
they be like? Do they say that you didn't do your job right?
A lot of times. You know, I had something in specific about 4 or 5 years ago. We followed this guy. He went to a hotel room, textbook. Middle of the day, over in Queens, goes into a hotel room with a girl. He's in there for an hour and a half. We get all the film. He comes out, present the whole case to the wife. She gets all pissed off. She goes home. She calls me 3 days later. She goes, I want my money back. I go, you want your money back? She goes, yes. I spoke to my husband. He's a painter. And she was just showing him the color pattern that she wanted in her next job.
Showed her the
I go,
color
let
pattern,
me
all
get
right.
this straight.
In the hotel room?
In the hotel room. She goes, yeah, that's what the specific colors she wanted. And then, you know, she's like, I want my money back because I did my job. You're going to tell me, if you want to choose to believe your husband, that he was showing paint swatches
In a hotel in Queens.
You have
You could just ask your husband.
We call them girl a yamed.
So, I mean, yeah, you're right. I mean, people will call us on the carpet and say you didn't do your job. The problem is that they're so hell-bent on finding information that doesn't exist that when you give them the right information, they throw it back at you.
Wow.
Well, I wanted to know one that it wasn't him cheating, not one that he blatantly was, and she wanted to just turn a blind eye to
Yeah,
it.
like, did you like spend time investigating somebody and it was a clean slate and you
Yes.
just like,
So
he's not doing anything?
Exactly. So there are many times, ironically enough, I've had a customer that I cut her off about a year ago. She was there for about a year. She was hell-bent. Certain times that we would prove that her husband wasn't doing anything, until finally I said, man, listen, I have a lot of investigators here, but I'm going to go out myself.
Wait, she made you investigate her husband for a year?
Here. This woman, she
I think you
would-
should have called
ran
him
up
and
the
told him to
bag.
leave her.
That would be double dipping. And that wouldn't be doing my snitch job, sir.
And a
So,
conflict of interest.
you know, she would sew covert recorders into his pant legs.
What?
You know, she had the GPS unit, she had the covert cameras, she had the family snitching on him. and he
Insecurity
was-
at its
exactly, he was
finest.
doing nothing. So I said to her, listen, ma'am, I'm going to go out myself. You know, I'll go out myself. I'll do the investigation because we have guys that do it. And I followed the guy. And every day he would be missing for an hour and a half on the GPS tracker. And sure enough, he was missing for an hour and a half. The man was sleeping in his truck, you know, for that hour and a half. And I literally got up on the side of the truck. I'm videotaping him. He's like, I bring this back to her. And she's like, yeah, he was sleeping this time. So, I mean, it got to the point, yeah. So it gets to the point where people get obsessive with it. And I don't want to say that people have too much time on their hands, but, you know.
That's what it is.
It is.
Yeah.
It definitely is.